Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today as we show you how to turn TheraNest reports into revenue. Specifically, we're going to be looking at AR reports today. I'm London, Product Marketing Director with Ensora Health, and today we have Chase Holman here with us. He's a solutions engineer who's based out of Utah and works closely with our revenue cycle team to solve billing problems for practices just like yours. So, thank you so much for being here today, Chase.
Of course, happy to be here. Thanks, everyone.
And before we dive into the content today, I would like to point out that at the bottom of your screen, you'll see a few buttons to view and close the media player, view resources, access downloadables, and also access the Q&A. We're not going to have a Q&A session at the end of this, but feel free to send messages through there throughout the presentation, and our team will definitely respond back over email shortly after this presentation. So with that, I'll hand it over to you, Chase, to get us started.
Awesome. Thanks, London. And thanks again, everyone, for joining. Like London mentioned, today we're going over AR reports, which stands for accounts receivable in TheraNest. And so whether you are brand new to the platform or a seasoned pro, hopefully you'll get some value out of today's session as we dive into this report. And so really quickly, wanted to highlight what AR stands for. So again, that's accounts receivable. So you can think of this as charges that have been sent out to your patients or to your payers and have not been paid or have not been finalized in the system. So they still show as outstanding balances, which is what accounts receivable means. So TheraNest has a really great report to be able to see this information built right into the app. So as you can see, I'm logged into TheraNest here. Quick note, I am in a demo environment, so there's no PHI. This is all just test information that we put in here to kind of play around with. So I'm in the reports and I am going to go to my billing reports and I will click on invoice aging. So just to get the lay of the land here, this is my invoice aging report. On the left, I can see I've got some filters. At the very top, I can see I've got a nice little summary of the data in the report. And then in the middle is obviously the report information. So I've got my headers and then the data. I can also make a couple changes, like I can change how many entries display on the screen. I can search for information as well in this report. Now, looking at these filters, so I can see I've got on date on the left. So this is where the invoice aging or the age of those balances is calculating from. So on date, typically you're going to do that from today. If for some reason you wanted to go back to maybe the first of the month to know from the 1st of January how aged were these claims, you could do that. But by default, and in most use cases, you're going to leave this on today's date. For the days past due, this is where I can change what I see in the report to let me know if I'm looking at claims within a certain aging balance. And so by default, the report will load with 0 to 30 and 31 to 60 selected. However, you would want to add these additional checkboxes to get all the information in one view. So going back to the top here, I really like this, how this does this in TheraNest, because it tells me at just a glance what I'm looking at. So I could go through each line in the report and see the balances, but maybe I'm a clinic owner or an executive and I just want the snapshot, right? And so I could uncheck some of these boxes and just see what's in my 0 to 30 bucket. By quickly running that report, you can see these totals have changed. That's really convenient to be able to access that at a glance view and know where things are. Now, diving into kind of a little bit more detail here in the middle, there's some cool things about this report as well when you're looking at it specifically in the app. So you can see I've got the clients here. In this client column, I can actually click into the client's ledger directly from this report, which is super convenient because if I see if Tim Allen here has a large balance or something I want to investigate, I don't have to go then exit the report, search for that client, pull up their profile. I can actually get to it directly from the report. Additionally, I can tell kind of some helpful information about this record here in the report, just in this service date column. So I can see I've got these flags here to let me know that this claim actually hasn't even been sent out yet. So even though it is showing up on my aging report, this means that the appointment has happened and the documentation is complete, but the claim hasn't even been sent to the payer. So that's really helpful to know when you're looking at your aging inventory. Additionally, on my invoice column, similar to the client profile, I can actually go directly to that invoice by clicking here. So having these little hyperlinked sections and these flags gives you a lot of information and makes this really easy to use directly in the app without having to go anywhere else. So additionally, in this report, I can see that I have got these balances broken out by client billed amount and insurance amount, as well as the client due and insurance amount. So that helps me understand in one view kind of the full picture of this invoice, whether it's a client balance, an insurance balance, if insurance has paid, and kind of what the status is. So one way I would use this report if I was in your shoes and I was looking for hidden revenue is I would instantly go to my greater than 120 bucket and rerun this report. The reason I'm going to do that is because these are obviously my oldest claims or charges to clients. And so I really need to get these resolved quickly. As you can see, I've got a lot of money out here in my demo environment. You hopefully don't have these balances showing up in your account. But it helps me understand, okay, this is my oldest category. And then I can also sort by service date or invoice date to get an idea of which one is oldest as well. And so I could simply put this in reverse order from oldest to newest and work through these line by line to get these really old claims resolved. So I find that really helpful that you can kind of navigate, work from the system, quickly change your filter view to understand what you should focus on first, and then work in reverse order. So this is overall, the invoice aging report that you're going to find in the app. For most practices, this is all you need. This is more than enough to get your job done, to help you highlight revenue that could be missing. But if you are maybe a little bit of an Excel nerd like myself, or maybe you just are a bigger practice and you need more information, you want to slice and dice it and play with it in different ways, you can actually download this to CSV, which lets you open it up in an Excel format. Now, what you can do once you get in Excel is you could, add some additional filters, you could build out some formulas, or you could do something a little bit more advanced, like build out some pivot tables or build out some chart views, which could be really helpful. Again, thinking of like an executive level summary or like a monthly summary to see how things are going. And so I can hop over here to Excel where I've actually downloaded this report and done a little bit of that myself. And so I've made a pivot table here where I can have like my own invoice aging report. And so I've broken this out at a payer level to get my summaries in my own bucket category. So maybe instead of seeing 120 plus, maybe I want 91 plus, or maybe I actually want to break out and do anything over a year in a separate category. And so by downloading this into Excel, it gives you a little more control over those aging buckets and lets you do some highlighting, some different summary views, and can help you kind of better understand the data and how you actually want to see it for your practice. So you can see here I've separated out two pivot tables, one for insurance balance, one for client balances. And then I've taken a step further and even created a little chart that if I put this into a PowerPoint and share it with my boss, they would be shocked and impressed at my Excel skills, right? They'd be like, oh, wow, this is so pretty. This is so helpful. And so doing things like this can give you that extra step of insight and help you kind of visualize the data. So that's the TheraNest invoice aging report. Again, there's so much information here that can be gleaned. This is a super helpful report to find you that hidden revenue that could end up getting lost if you don't take care of it in a timely manner. Now, again, you can do this in the app. There's lots of information there. You can also download it and do it yourself. If you're thinking this is way over my head, or once you find these claims, you don't know what to do with them to help them get paid, we do have a revenue cycle management team and service where we can actually help you with these reports. We can build your own custom aging reports, and we can even help you get paid for those outstanding claims. And so if you are not sure kind of where you are stand today, if you maybe need some help, just want some extra information about how we could help out, we do have that revenue cycle management service. And the best way to find out more about that is to actually request a free billing consultation, which you can take advantage of in this webinar today. So feel free to request that. We'd love to talk with you, see where you're at today, see how we can help. Maybe it's just more help in the platform. Maybe you need help with some of those billing tasks, and we're happy to jump in and give you that extra hand.
Thank you so much, Chase. And thank you for running through that quickly. I know our audience is super busy, so I love these quick webinars where you can really get to the nitty gritty fast. So Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us today. Don't forget to check out the resources section. We have some special offers going on right now, and definitely take advantage of that free billing consultation. And with that, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day, and we hope to see you on a future webinar. Thank you so much.
Thanks all.